This is proving to be a little harder than I thought. So today I'll be comparing these two dress forms, my new dress form as well as the original dress form I had, and kind of talking about the pros and cons. So this is my current dress form right now. So I'm not replacing it. I'm not technically getting rid of this. I am just upgrading to one that also has legs. I'll be able to do pants. There is nothing wrong with this one. I will find the name of it and link it into the bottom, as it's a really great beginner's dress form. I believe it was from Joann Fabrics. It's probably about 10 years ago, but I think they still make a very similar model. A couple points I would say is that I know that people kind of complain about the adjustable dress form, so this can really kind of hurt your finger. And so on mine, the way it works is I would partly agree and partly disagree. So this one's totally fine, but then down here, this one is pretty tough to do, so it does feel like your finger's gonna get caught in there. I love this dress form though. I really had the waist marking. It was a really great beginner dress form, and I also believe it wasn't that expensive. I will say that it came originally with a little foam insert up here so that you could put pins. You could also adjust the size of the neck if you wanted. I lost the foam a long time ago. The foam for me did not stick. There wasn't anything sticky on it, so it was just a piece of foam. So when you put a pin in and then try to take it out, everything came out with it, which is fine depending on what you're going to do with it. In addition, this had a little foot thing that stuck out that was supposed to be for helping you hem a bottom of a dress or a skirt, and I ended up just taking it off. I didn't find it that useful. Then the last thing I'll mention, and I will say this dress form is probably 10, 12 years old. I've had it for quite some time. My parents bought it for me as a Christmas present when I was sewing, when I first started to learn to sew. So I mean, it looks amazing, it's really held up. But the one point that I will make is that it had these markings you can see for measurements, and it's supposed to be adjustable so it can go up or down. Well, when it would go up or down, the sticker would peel off, which is why there's only that much left. So that's just something to consider, depending on what you're thinking of using this for, just to be prepared. I will link it though, if I can find it, in the description box in case you're interested, as it is a really great beginner dress form. I love it. I'm still going to be using it even though I have the new one. I'm just going to have two now, and I'm so excited about that. Plus, for me, this one is too big. I'm smaller than this dress form now, so it was kind of hard when I was trying to make dresses or clothes that were a little more form-fitting, as it wouldn't fit on the dress form, but it fit myself. So, really great option. So my second dress form that I got from the shop company. The box unfortunately did arrive a little damaged. I'm blaming that more though on UPS. Once I opened it, I saw that everything was intact, nothing was damaged, and everything would still be usable. So there's a few little scuff marks, I think, from where it was exposed from when the box broke, but again, nothing too hard. So then it was time to start putting it together. So there were instructions how to put it together, and everything was pretty much what I would expect as far as, how you put things together. It had wheels, which is a really nice touch. The base was much heavier than I was anticipating. So just as, I guess, an FYI, when you bring this box in, if you buy one yourself, it is slightly heavy and bulky to maneuver around. So the first step was to add the wheels onto the base. All you had to do for this was screw it in. It was very simple, and you repeated this for all 4 wheels that were on it. Next, you added the pole and the spring into the bottom of the base. So it does have a little screwdriver that I came with so that you could tighten these, and there were screws as well so that you would be able to make this tighter or looser depending on what you needed. This is also how you would, if you wanted to take it off to add pants. And then this was where things got a little challenging, as it was time to add the actual dress form onto the pole itself. So once I got it out of the bubble wrap, I really was reading the instructions. I was trying to play around. This is how I cut myself, as I cut myself on this metal piece. So I actually had kind of gotten a small injury in assembling this. You had to push that together though with your foot on the pedal so that there would be a gap. And then once you did that, you had to get the bottom, that little black part, so that the dress form could then fold onto the pole. And here is my new dress form all put together and ready to be rolled in. So far, I really like how it has those seam lines on it. You can see that it has everything very similar to how my other one did. It has shoulders, which are really nice. It is pinnable, which will be great. and it's actually my size, which is really going to be helping when I start to design dresses for me. For the bottom, I got this so that I could make pants. You can see that it has the separate legs, and these are the 3/4 dress form. One thing I will say about that is if you want to add pants on or off, you do have to remove the pull from the base. So that would be one thing if you're thinking about, which dress form to consider. Now, I got mine from the shop company, and they had this option to get the Fabulous Fit padding kit. So I went ahead and did this as my sizing. I was between two sizes, a 2 and a 4. And this kit has multiple different types of pads, and it includes instructions with pictures to show, like how to pad the mannequin. And it had this little almost outfit that you put on, and then you slip the pads in that way. So I think this is really great as, if your body changes shape over time, or if you want to start designing for different sizes, you're able to do that really easily. This was an additional charge that you had to get. I think this was like $50 or $75. I will be sure to link it in case that's something you're interested in as well. Now, comparing them, I think they are both great options. The one from the shop company was much more expensive, and I'm excited to get to work with that and to grow my designing ideas. But there are some really great beginner dress forms out there too. I've already started using this, and as you can tell, this is one of my future projects that will be coming out soon. If you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe.